Welcome back to another video. My name is Philip, and today I'm going to be talking about William Clifford and the ethics of belief, specifically his work on that book or in that book. And this is very practical philosophy, I guess. Like when I learned about William Clifford a few weeks ago, I was really surprised in how just practical his work is, right? Like his main point is very practical. It's something that we all should be thinking about and should contemplate, like I would say every day, because it's very practical and it makes a lot of sense. And just to literally just say what the whole spiel about his book is that when you have a belief, is that belief ethical or unethical? Right? Like you might be thinking, how can a belief be ethical or unethical? Well, William Clifford has a very simple way of defining an unethical or ethical belief, and the way he does this is by stating that when you have doubts about a belief or any belief, do you investigate those doubts or do you just push them away? Now, if you push them away, then your belief is unethical. And if you investigate, then that belief is ethical. And the whole point is the duty of inquiry, which is just when you have beliefs, you have to do your due diligence and you have to investigate about those beliefs. That's literally all he's saying. That small little explanation is everything he's trying to tell us. And that makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? When you have doubts about your beliefs, you have to investigate so you know if those doubts are true or false. Very simple. And in his book, he brings a story about a ship owner, and I will try and explain it. Not the best, but I will try my best. And it's basically that this ship owner has a ship, of course, and this ship looks old, it's rusty, it looks like it might break down, and the owner has these doubts. These initial doubts, he has them, but he decides, you know what? The ship has been on many journeys. It's old, but it does the job. And he doesn't want to investigate about his beliefs, and especially he doesn't want to spend money trying to improve the ship and make it better. That also plays into why he kind of pushes away these doubts. So he ends up saying the ship is okay. People get on the ship, and later on, the ship sinks and everyone dies. Right? So obviously, that is his fault because he had the doubts about the ship being not fully functional, not fully fit, yet he did not do anything. So, of course, he is in the blame. Of course, it's his fault. But let me propose this. Let's say nobody dies. Let's say those people go on the ship and they get to their destination, no one harmed, everything fine. Is the ship owner still in the wrong in this situation? Is he still to blame? Is he still at fault somehow? And of course, you wouldn't say that he is to blame for, like, how can he be blamed if nothing bad happened? But William Clifford would say that he is to be blamed because he had these initial doubts, these initial questions about his beliefs, but he didn't do anything about them. He didn't investigate. So William Clifford would say that he is in the wrong in terms of having these false beliefs. So based on that story, you can just tell it's not about what happened afterwards, right? It's about having those beliefs. It's about the initial doubts about the beliefs. That's the main that's the main thing about this story, is that if you have any initial doubts, you have to question them. That's the whole topic here. And William Clifford, I have to say this because this also plays a big part into his work, is that he was really a man who cared about mankind, who cared about the next generation and the community and society as a whole. And he believes that if you don't question your beliefs, and if this just keeps on going generation after generation, then this is going to spread like a disease, right? Having these unethical beliefs is just going to continue spreading because nobody has the courage or the bravery to really question their doubts. He even speaks about people having this sense of power or knowledge that beliefs give us, right? In terms of the certainty they give us in our actions, in our thoughts, in how we view life, right? This has power. This is power that beliefs give us. And William Clifford says that even if this power, you may have it, you may feel it, you still have to go against this and question your beliefs. Even though, yes, it may be hard, and it is hard, right? It is hard questioning what you have believed your whole life or the past 5 years. It is hard doing that initial investigation, but at the end, it's going to be worth it because you are doing your due diligence. And that's the whole point. Because if you don't do this investigation and you end up having maybe false beliefs or wrong beliefs or beliefs that are just not beneficial, and you spread this to your kids or to other friends or to your family, and then they go on and say these beliefs to other people, and then it just spreads and spreads and spreads, and all these bad and false and unethical beliefs just spread like a disease. And this is why Clifford knew that having beliefs that are bad, that's bad in itself, but having beliefs that are bad and not being willing to question those beliefs, like that's just as worse or even worse. And the reason why I really liked Clifford's work is that this is literally what you see everywhere in the world. People don't want to question their beliefs. People are scared to do that. They're so scared to move away from the power beliefs give them. And you see this everywhere. And you all, like, throughout history, you will always see this. Because that's how powerful beliefs are. To the point where people would self-deceive themselves into just believing whatever they're believing, just because it feels better than going to the path of investigation. Because that's hard and that's scary.